Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Student Athlete with Opinion. Today, we're going to talk about the culture in which our kids have been raised and how it has influenced the total violence. So, before we start talking about the process, I just want to tell you whose fault the violent culture is. It is your fault. It is my fault. It is our entire society's fault. The thing we got to remember is that little kids they're just little kids. They don't know what's right and wrong. They'll laugh at anything. They'll find anything fun or amusing. So it's the parents' responsibility and the responsibility of the people around them to give them a sense of what's appropriate, what's funny, what's a joke. Conversely, what is not funny, what is not a joke, etc., etc., etc. But look around. Look at what we're giving our kids these days. I'm hearing lower schoolers in my school talking about these violent video games, everything from War Thunder to Battle Extreme, all sorts of things. In addition to that, parents will let their kids watch violent movies. They give them Nerf guns to play with. They learn to think that these things are fun. I got a big surprise for you guys. I don't play video games, so I actually don't know a whole lot about that. But what I do know is that they're extremely violent and that they're becoming more lifelike. It starts to desensitize kids to violence. Same thing with Nerf guns. You hand a kid a toy gun, he has fun shooting around with his siblings. Like I did that as a kid. I still do that with my siblings. They think it's fun. As they get older, they start to think that real guns might be fun. They start to want to play around with those things without realizing how truly dangerous they are. Another super important key aspect of this is the jokes you make around your kids. There's a lot of things that we find funny. Like, I'll be honest. While I'm against what happens in the war in Iran, I find the occasional bombing joke to be somewhat funny. But it's not. And this thing is, the little kids don't know that. But as they start hearing these jokes, they start thinking them as funny. They don't understand what's truly going on. I'm guilty of myself to this, of this to an extent. I make jokes about these things when I shouldn't be. But I do my best not to make them around the younger generation so that they don't pick up on it. And if you see one of these younger kids making those jokes, you've got a responsibility to tell them, hey, you're just a kid. You don't know about this. But it's not funny. You don't have to yell at them or get angry with them. You just have to simply correct them. And the thing is with all these things, like I get it. I get that people enjoy video games. I don't play them, but I understand why people enjoy them. There's nothing wrong with that. But you've got to watch the violence content because kids start getting desensitized to violence at a very early age by this. They start not caring, especially as these things get more lifelike. It's like you're almost actually killing another person. And that desensitizes them to the idea of that in general. Are we going to allow this? Are we going to keep doing this? We have already raised a society that is desensitized to violence and death in a way. How much longer can we allow this to continue? One of the biggest reasons we have not been taking care to teach our kids how wrong violence and death is that we have lost sense of the value of life ourselves. You see these things like abortion coming out, assisted suicides, people enjoy movies where a lot of people get killed. We are desensitized. We don't care about death as much anymore. We don't see it as something that we should be giving everything we have to stop. What are we then? Who are we as a people if we don't value or protect life? and teach our kids the true value of life, and that it's something worth fighting for and protecting. The gift of life is one of the greatest, if not the greatest gifts that God has given us. We need to teach our children, and honestly need to relearn ourselves, how to respect that gift as God intended us. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Hit like and subscribe to get more upcoming content.